Hello, welcome to the artclasses.com art tutorial video on YouTube. In this tutorial, I am going to make a really quick short video for mostly beginner because I have a lot of people asking me questions about what size of the document I use. Most of the time, I mean, it does matter, but it doesn't. Most of the time, if you have client will send you a spec that you work on. Usually, most standard one would be 5x7, 300 dpi, 8x10, 300 dpi, 9x12. Usually 300 dpi or 300 pixel that you work on until the biggest one probably by far is 11x17. But this pretty varies on depends on the client. Some of the clients has different size. Like if you make working on a book cover or a spread, mostly it would be like horizontal, 11x17, 300 dpi. But all the time you will have to, when you on your document working size, say if you work on 5x7, 300 dpi, that's the final. You will probably have to work at 600 pixel 5x7, double the size. And most of the time in YouTube video, an HD video, I'll make a resolution of the document of 1280 by 720 pixel. That's HD resolution. And this one, when I record it, I just record the camera size, and it's the ratio of this is actually equal to the 720. Like if you see 720 divided by 2, 1440. So you just change the height. That's what I do. Or if you want a calculator, yeah, this is a double size of 1280. Say 1280 multiply by 2. It's 2560. So I usually work double size. So that's most of the video I make on YouTube is that size. And whatever the size you want to make, say 8x10 or whatever the standard that I have here is, make sure that you double the size. But since this is only the web, usually I'll just tweak out a pixel. And say character, if your client wants like 8 heights, this is 8 inches height, and I usually the final will be 300 pixel. I work at a 600 pixel per inches. So in the final, I will reduce the size to 300, but the height will remain 8. And the width, sometimes it doesn't really matter since they only want a character. And that's pretty much for prints and illustration. If your clients want, on a specified size, sometimes they will only send you a spec for height, and sometimes if it's like a full illustration, not just they'll send you a spec. So don't worry about it. But start working, if you like really new, have no client, just start working with this size to be safe, and working twice the size of it. And sometimes you make like a character sheet, so it doesn't really matter. What matters is you have to go with the heights. Most of the time 8 inches is pretty safe. 300 dpi is pretty safe. And if you can just copy the paper doll and move it, and to expand your canvas, say you want to add, usually I'll put 3 in there. If you want to add your width, say you want to add one more character, sometimes the width, if you have like a big guy, maybe a little bit wider, then you just go here and you change the width to like say, oh, okay, add one more 14. That's a canvas size, and you get more space so you can create it more character. But it all depends on pretty much your computer, like what is it capable of doing. Sometimes you want it to go bigger, but the bigger you go, your computer gets slower, and that's you're gonna have to find the good compromise on how to not make your workflow slower. So if you go really big and then your computer goes slow, then you might want to reduce the size, or best yet, change your computer. So anyway, here's video on the document size. I hope it's helped you guys a little bit. Yeah, I hope I cleared this up. Once and for all. And now, if anybody has a question on the document size, you can find a video here, or just type in the search box on YouTube. All right, have a great weekend. I'll probably have some painting video coming up soon. Bye bye.